if we are to build a stronger Chicago and a nation, every student should be able to achieve success in life. And that deals of all the things I can give to a child. If I give them a good quality education, I give them the tools for life. If we don't, then you know the results of what happens. Everybody knows about it in this country. When you don't give someone a good quality education, that foundation that is necessary to build a better way of life for themselves and their families. And the key is always to continue to improve each and every school. So you don't live by a press release last week or last year or 4 years ago. You constantly seek to improve our public schools. And it's not just me, it's everyone. It's the local school council, it's the parents, it's the students, it's the teachers, principal, it's the business community, the not-for-profit, all the foundations that do get involved here in the city of Chicago. We all have to pay attention to improving our neighborhood schools and all of our high schools, more than ever, because we are competing for jobs in businesses, not between Chicago and Detroit or LA or New York. We basically compete jobs with India and China and the rest of the world on a daily basis. So our world has changed considerably for another generation, and we have to meet their academic improvements in order to compete in a global society. There's nothing more important than providing a good quality education. It's the greatest equalizer in our society. It is the pathway out of poverty. It's a tool that helps them reach their full potential and achieve their dreams and make a different way of life. All parents want to do a better job for their children and grandchildren. That's why we're placed on earth. That's why I accept the responsibility 15 years ago when everyone told me that politically should not take responsibility. There's only 2 mayors that have responsibility for public schools in the country. One is full responsibility was Mike Bloomberg and myself. And so it's really unfortunate. Time and time again, it's been shown that this was the right step for our city to take because you have to hold someone responsible. When you have a board or commission and you can't find who they are, they're not responsive. So today we're announcing how our 8th graders did on the 2010 Prairie State Achievement Examination. This is a state test that made up of 2 parts. The ACT exam, which measures English, reading, math, science, and the work keys, which measures readiness for the workplace. There's good news to report. Overall, the composite percentage of students who met or exceeded state standards went up 1.5 percentage points to 29.4. By comparison, this statistic went up less than 1 point last year. The percentage of CPS students scoring 20 or higher on the ACT composite went up 2.6 points overall compared to 2009. For 2010, this number is 24.4%. The average ACT score showed gains in all 4 ACT subjects: English, reading, math, and science. The percentage of our 11th graders meeting ACT college readiness standards went up all subject areas, including a 4.3 point gain in English. These numbers show progress, and for that I want to thank Ron, I want to thank Mary, I want to thank the entire school board, the principals, teachers, local school council, parents, all those that have worked with each and every one of the students here in Chicago for their hard work and achievement. But there is much more to be done for all of our students in our schools to achieve greater success. And I said before, we must turn around more of our high schools. I know that will not be easy, but it must be accomplished if more of our students who want to go on to college or get a job. But the key is not just a high school, it's the feeder schools that go in the high school. They have to improve. It isn't just a high school, but it's the feeder schools that have to improve as well. On this exam, our percentage of students meeting or exceeding state standards in reading went down slightly from last year. That concerns me greatly. I want our public schools leadership team to re-examine their efforts to improve all these numbers. Obviously, our high school students must be proficient in reading if they are to succeed in life. And over time, both in reading and math, the scores on the work keys part of the last test have remained pretty flat. After years of steady improvement, we must take our schools to the next level if we are to graduate students who are prepared to compete in a global economy and be able to succeed in life. We must maintain our focus on improving classroom learning, starting with learning the basics of reading, math, and science. We need to better support our teachers and principals on whose shoulders rests the great responsibility of helping educate our children. We must ask more of every student, every parent, every teacher, and every principal about the success of a student. Thousands of children from every neighborhood and every background are achieving more and getting a better chance to succeed in life. Our schools aren't yet where they should be, but I am convinced all of us will put our children first and foremost in our school system than ever before, and we want to become the best school system, and not just in America, but I firmly believe throughout the world. We want to show that urban education can succeed. We cannot fail a student. We have to work with that student. We have to work with the parents, teacher, everybody concerned about that child's future right here in the city of Chicago. Thank you very much.